Happy New Year, everyone. It is B. Avery with Just My Opinion Reviews. I'm going to give you my top 20 or at least 10 honorable mentions and then my top 10 of 2026. First on the list is another sequel. The original came out in 1995, and that is Toy Story 5. Woody, Buzz, Jesse, and the rest of the gang's job are challenged when they are introduced to electronics, a new threat to playtime. I think that story is perfect for the times because unlike when I grew up, children are just inundated with electronics, with devices, with phones, and it seems like they don't play with toys anymore. I love the first 3 Toy Story movies. I think it's one of the best trilogies of all time. I really did like Toy Story 4. In my opinion, it wasn't as good as the first 3, so I'm not necessarily mad at them making a Toy Story 5. I mean, they have good reviews, good reception, and they make money, but I just want it to be at least as good as the previous films. Next on the list, we have Clayface jumping over to the DC universe. Body horror, folk horror, monster horror, a whole bunch of horror. A shape-shifting creature made of magical clay haunts Gotham City, alternating between villain and ally of Batman. Multiple tragic figures have taken on the Clayface mantle over the years. This is being directed by Mr. James Watson, and I'm not too familiar with him. You can look it up. I'll get into the directors with my top 10, but I love comic book superhero adaptations. I love DC. I love Batman, and with this film focusing on a villain, a popular one at that, but not the most popular, it is intriguing. We have the cast here, and to be honest with you, no one is just jumping out at me just saying, oh my gosh, I want to see this, but I do like the concept, and I do have faith in James Gunn with his new universe. You guys let me know if this is on your list as well. Next on the list is Lee Cronin's The Mummy. Horror. The young daughter of a journalist disappears into the desert without a trace. 8 years later, the broken family is shocked when she is returned to them as what should be a joyful reunion turns into a living nightmare. I don't know. I like The Mummy. I like the concept. I like monsters. This is Lee Cronin, the director right here. And if we look at his filmography, Ghost Train, Evil Dead Rise, The Hole in the Ground, I haven't seen any of these, but when I was going down the list, I was like, okay, The Mummy, I am into that. I like the original Mummy. Well, not the original Mummy. The Mummy been around for hundreds of years, but in the 90s, late 90s with Brendan Fraser, I did enjoy that franchise. I know this has nothing to do with that, but just the concept of mummies is cool. I don't know what the tone of this will be. It just says horror, but I'm here for it. This one right here, when does this movie come out? April the 17th of 2026. I guess I can give you guys the dates too. Toy Story 5 comes out June 19th, and Clayface, that comes out September the 11th. So if Lee Cronin's The Mummy is on your list, please let me know down in the comment section below. And also, guys, let me know your list. Let me know your honorable mentions. Let me know your top 10, your top 20. Let's have a conversation in the comments. I'm going to be going all through it. All right, guys, next on the list, we are getting into some fantasy, and that is Masters of the Universe, superhero, action, adventure, family, fantasy, science fiction. A young man on Earth discovers a fabulous secret legacy as the prince of an alien planet and must recover a magic sword and return home to protect his kingdom. This is being directed by Mr. Travis Knight, and Idris Elba is in this film. I am a fan. I am also a fan of Kristen Wiig, Jared Leto. I just want to see He-Man, and I'm not even familiar with the franchise, but I just think it's super duper cool. All right, guys, next on the list is Street Fighter. Now, I saw the trailer for this. I gave some commentary. You can check it out on my channel. But guys, the trailer for this looks absolutely awful in my opinion. It looks like a freaking joke, and I'm really disappointed, but I am a diehard martial arts fan. I am a diehard Street Fighter fan. I have the Street Fighter Assassin's Fist that came out in 2014 on YouTube that Mr. Joey Ansa adapted on the Machinima channel. I thought it was great. It is the perfect coming of age story of Ken and Ryu. I also grew up with the Street Fighter 2 animated movie, and I need to make another video. Actually, I am comparing this new adaptation, this new reboot to Assassin's Fist and the animated movie, because this right here, Assassin's Fist and the animated movie, are the definitive representation of Street Fighter. This right here, I don't know what the hell they're doing. Now, I will admit, this poster of Andrew Koji as Ryu does look great. It really does. But the poster of M. Bison, this looks ridiculous. Like, are you serious? What the hell are they doing? I hope that I'm wrong, and I hope that this turns out fantastic. And so I'm scared, but I mean, it looks like garbage. And I'll go over more details in this separate video, but it's still one of my most anticipated of 2026. This film right here, Street Fighter, comes out October the 16th. And also Masters of the Universe comes out on June the 5th. All right, guys, next on the list for honorable mentions is Werewolf. Body horror, folk horror, a bunch of horror. In medieval Britain, a mysterious creature stalks the foggy countryside, transforming local folklore into terrifying reality as villagers face an ancient supernatural threat. This is being directed by Mr. Robert Eggers. This is what they look like right here. If we look at this from Mark, if he did The Northman and Nosferatu. I haven't seen any of those films, but I heard a ton about them and imagine that this guy is pretty popular. As far as Werewolf is concerned, I just like werewolves and mummies and the whole monster thing. This has Aaron Taylor Johnson and Willem Dafoe. I'm a big fan of those gentlemen, pretty much everybody here. So yeah, I'm all over this right now. I want to see a good werewolf movie. You guys let me know if this is on your list. And the Werewolf hits theaters December 25th of 2026. So we have quite a while before we get to that one. All right, guys, next on the list is actually one of my favorite films of all time, and that is The Devil Wears Prada 2. This came out 20 years ago, 2026, like the original. And another great thing is the original director is David Frankel. He is coming back to direct the sequel, and I cannot wait. If you have not seen this movie, you are missing out. It has Meryl Streep. It also has Anne Hathaway, and yes, Sydney Sweeney, Emily Blunt, Kenneth Branagh. I didn't even know all these. Okay, yeah, Stanley Tucci was in the original. Lucy Liu is in this one. Yeah, this movie is cold as hell, man. Just a great film, great casting, great acting, great story. The fashion was just, man, they were killing it in the game with the fashion. Everybody was on point. Everybody was super duper fly. It was well received 20 years ago too. I mean, it was just a great film. So if you haven't seen the original, you're missing out. And so I love the original. Hopefully part 2 is just as great. And The Devil Wears Prada 2 is going to hit theaters May the 1st of 2026. Let me know if that is on your list as well. Next on the list, we have Project Hail Mary, dark comedy, dystopian science fiction, space science fiction. An astronaut tries to save Earth while alone in outer space, directed by Christopher Miller and Phil Lord. I like everybody here in front and behind the camera. Now, I remember when I first reacted to this trailer, I was convinced and hooked by the middle of the trailer. And then I thought towards the end that they spoiled so much. I was like, wait a minute. You didn't have to tell me that about the plot, about the story. I feel like that was just a reveal that you gave that was unnecessary. I understand you're trying to sell this, but I was already hooked. Now, if I don't even want to tell you what it is, just in case you haven't seen the trailer, but feel free at your own leisure. But I'm here for it. I like Ryan Gosling. I like everybody that is involved with this film right here. And like I said, in front and behind the camera. And I like space movies. I do. They're just fun, and they just really expand your mind on what's possibly out there. So Project Hail Mary, I'm looking forward to this one, and it comes out March the 20th. Of 2026. All right, the next film we have is Dead Man's Wire, and this one kind of snuck up on me. On February 8th, 1977, Tony Kuritzis entered the office of Richard Hall, president of Meriden Mortgage Company, and took him hostage with a sawed-off shotgun wired with a dead man's wire from the trigger to Tony's on neck. Now, this is being directed by Gus Van Sant, but I saw the trailer for this, and I was like, this looks really, really, really good. Also, Bill Skarsgård is in this film, and Colman Domingo and Al Pacino. I'm a fan of all of them. And also, Bill Skarsgård just killed it in the game with It, Welcome to Derry. I mean, fantastic performance. Everybody's saying that he should win the Emmy, and I agree. And so it's also a period piece, which I am a fan of. And if you look at all these descriptions right here of dark comedy, docudrama, period drama, and you can read the rest, I'm like, okay, this seems like it's up my alley, already coming out in January. And it's just kind of seeming like it's going to be one of those best pictures or best films of the year type vibes. And I'm cool with that. January 16th is the release date. You guys let me know if this is on your list as well. And now we have one more film in the honorable mentions, guys, and that is Resident Evil, body horror, folk horror. I am imagining that this is adapted from the video game. I remember the original Resident Evil film, and I actually enjoyed the whole Resident Evil franchise, as corny as it is, but this is being directed by Zach Kreger. This is what the gentleman looks like right here. If we look at the filmography, Barbarian. I love Barbarian, like the first act of the movie. It got a little weird in the second act, and I thought the third act was the worst thing since Soggy Bread. But I did love Weapons. Weapons was one of the better films of 2025. I love that film. Go check out my review for it on that channel. But follows a hapless courier tasked with delivering a package to a remote hospital. He soon finds himself caught in the middle of an outbreak and must fight through hordes of mutant creatures to survive. Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. The cast does not say much. When does this film come out? It comes out September the 18th, $65 million budget. And yeah, this should be adapted from the video game, I imagine. I'm into this. I want to see it. You guys let me know if this film is on your list as well. All right, guys, that wraps it up for the honorable mentions. Now, let's go ahead and get into my top 10 most anticipated films of 2026, and it is in order. Number 10. Coming first is Scary Movie 6, parody comedy horror. Yes, we have the Wayans brothers are back in the writing room, and I cannot wait. Guys, real talk, this is no hyperbole, no exaggeration. Scary Movie, I saw the first one in high school in a theater in Lancaster, Texas. I remember this is one of the funniest movies to me. I laughed the hardest in this movie out of any other movie. Or not any other movie, but like top 5. I was on the floor laughing in this movie when I was watching this movie in high school. One scene in particular was when the guy orgasmed at the end and he shot his girlfriend sitting on the roof with all of his semen. I know that's gross, but this is a rated R parody comedy. I was on the floor just laughing my ass off. That was just so funny to me. And these movies were good up until Scary Movie 3. And when it got to 4 and 5, they were just trash. And that's because I don't think the Wayans were a part of the writing, but we got them back. Regina Hall, Marlon Wayans, Damon Wayans, Sean Wayans. It's going down. Kim Wayans. Yes, Greg Wayans. All the Wayans are back, or for the most part. And the director is Michael Tides or Tides. I don't know if I'm saying his name correctly, but he did do Sextuplets. That was a Marlon Wayans movie that came out on Netflix. I couldn't finish it. It just wasn't good. A Haunted House came out in 2013. I think I saw that, but I'm here for this. I hope this is great. Let me see. Is this all he's directed right here? Okay, so he's not a part of any of the older Scary Movie films, but at least we have the Wayans in the writing room, and so that's just great right there. That's fantastic. Let me just double check to make sure so we can be accurate. Yeah, writers Keenan, Marlon, and Sean Wayans. Cool. So I can dig it. This movie is going to hit theaters in 2026 on June 12th. And so June 12th, it is going down. Let me know if Scary Movie 6 is on your list. Number 9. Coming in at number 9 for my most anticipated of 2026 is Disclosure Day. Yes, by the legendary filmmaker Steven Spielberg. There's no point to go down this filmography. If you don't know this man, look him up. He's pretty popular. I did react to the trailer. Alien invasion, science fiction. If you found out we weren't alone, if someone showed you or proved it to you, would that frighten you? Hell yes, it would. But I would still want to see it. I honestly think there is other life out there in the universe, and we have not become remotely close to searching how vast and large the universe is, I was watching a podcast with Neil deGrasse Tyson and some other expert physicist, and she was saying that as far as the universe that we've explored is, if you were to go to the ocean, like to a beach, grab an 8 ounce glass and fill it up with water, if the whole ocean was a representation of space, of the whole universe, we've only explored the amount that's in this 8 ounce glass of water. Now wrap your head around that. And Neil deGrasse Tyson responded and was like, hey, you know, what is your response to people when they say, well, if there was other alien life out there, why haven't we discovered it yet? And the other woman responded, she was like, well, this is all we've explored. If the universe is as big as all the combined oceans on Earth, we've only explored this 8 ounce glass of water. And just because there's no fish in this 8 ounce glass of water, you wouldn't say, hey, there's no aliens out in the ocean. And so I just like that little analogy right there. But I'm a fan of Steven Spielberg, and sorry for that long response right there. But Steven Spielberg is the writer for this. We also have Emily Blunt, who I'm a fan of, Coleman Domingo, Wyatt Russell, Colin Firth, Josh O'Connor. This looks great. I cannot wait to see this. Steven Spielberg is one of the best filmmakers of all time. And I like the cast. I like the concept. This seems like a lot of fun. Please let me know if this is on your list. And Disclosure Day will hit theaters on June 12th of 2026 as well.
Number 8.
Coming in at number 8 on my top 10 most anticipated films of 2026 is Michael. Yes, the biography, docudrama, period drama, showbiz drama, all the dramas. This is being directed by Mr. Anton Fuqua, who I'm a big fan of as well, who did Emancipation, I believe, with Will Smith, that came out on Apple, The Magnificent Seven, which I'm a fan of, Southpaw was great, and also over the Equalizer franchise. This man has a lovely, lovely filmography. Now, the cast for Michael is his nephew, Jafar Jackson, so I think that's perfect. Again, we have Coleman Domingo as well, Nia Long. We also have Derek Luke, and where is that name that I'm looking for? Miles Teller. I believe he's a lawyer. Now, to be honest with you guys, I am worried because I believe they was nearly done with filming, and the producers forgot that there was a clause in the contract that said they can't have a certain story point in their film, which took up majority of the film, and that's just bad. And they had to go back and rewrite and reshoot, and that's horrible right there. At one point, this is going to be 1 movie and 2 movies and 1 movie. I think at this point it's going to be 2 movies, but I saw the trailer, we all did. It looked fantastic. Seems like Jafar has all of the mannerisms down from his uncle. And yeah, Michael, I mean, everybody's a big fan of Michael Jackson. I mean, that goes without saying. And I want to see this movie. Oh my gosh, please be good. Please be good, please be good. You guys let me know if Michael is on your list as well.
Number 7.
All right, guys, coming in at number 7 for my most anticipated top 10 of 2026 is Mortal Kombat Part 2, at least. And this one is going to hit theaters on May the 8th. Now, this is being directed by Mr. Simon McCoy, and he did direct the first Mortal Kombat film that came out in 2021. And I did enjoy the movie, but it was a bit disappointing. I mean, it had the hype in the beginning. Now, this second trailer does look better, but there is still a goofy element to it that I am concerned about that does give me some pause. And I don't mind a little joke here and there if you don't kill the suspense in the moment. I want things to be intense. I would prefer funny moments instead of jokes. And I just don't know what we're gonna get right here. I hope that character Cole dies at the very beginning, but there was some commentary that the people behind the scenes gave, like, this is gonna be fun and campy, and I'm just like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I want some badass choreography, kick-ass, all that stuff right there. And so I am excited about this. It seems like there's gonna be a ton of fights. I heard like 30 or 40 fights. You know, the original creators of Mortal Kombat are a fan of this. I mean, we know the cast. I'm really, really interested in speaking with Makad Brooks as Jax right here. have a lot of respect for the brother on just some of the personal things that he said in his life as far as black people is concerned and our Haitian community. And y'all know I love martial arts. I love Mortal Kombat. I love video games. So hopefully this is a banger. But I think this is number 7 of my most anticipated films of 2026.
Number 6.
Coming in at number 6 for my most anticipated films of 2026 is Star Wars, The Mandalorian and Grogu hitting theaters, and I went out of order. That is going to be May the 22nd of 2026, being directed by the legendary filmmaker, and yes, I did say legendary, Mr. Jon Favreau, who I am a huge fan of. If y'all did not know, this is the guy that started the MCU with Iron Man in 2008. Now, after he is done with The Mandalorian and Grogu, I want him to come back to Marvel and be some type of writer, producer, help out the Russo brothers and Christopher Marcus and Stephen McFeely. But I also want him to be a part of Iron Man 4. That is one of the crucial films, because come on, Tony Stark probably gonna come back as Iron Man after Secret Wars. And so I want him to be a part of that fall right there. But I'm a big fan of The Mandalorian, at least the first 2 seasons, which was freaking fire. Those seasons came out and like saved Star Wars. Season 3 is not the best, but I have faith in Jon Favreau, and hopefully he knocks this out of the park. And like I said, this one is going to be hitting theaters May the 22nd, 2026. Let me know if this is on your list as well.
Number 5.
Coming in at number 5 for my top 10 most anticipated of 2026 is Supergirl, another film from James Gunn's universe in the DCU. This is being directed by Mr. Craig Gillespie. This is what the gentleman looks like right here. If we look at his filmography, he did I, Tonya, which came out in 2017. If you haven't seen that movie, you're missing out. It's freaking fire. Even if you don't like figure skating and all that, it don't matter. The movie was fire. It's a great story, great plot, great everything. Make sure you check it out if you do get a chance. And here are some of his other films and television shows that he was a part of. I did review a few episodes of Mike that was on Hulu a few years ago. Corella was great. I didn't finish it, but heard great things. And yeah, I'm a fan of superhero comic book adaptation, guys. And I did like Superman with the James Gunn one that just came out last year. I didn't love it, but I mean, no, it was good. It was great. What am I talking about? But we got Millie Alcock. She was revealed at the end as Supergirl Kara Zor-El. And hopefully this is a banger right here. It did kind of have some Guardian of the Galaxy vibes, I'm not gonna lie, but whatever, we'll see. And I heard, and I'm not like a DC expert, but a lot of people were saying that that's a true adaptation from the comics that this is coming from. So we'll see. I'm going in with an open mind. This one hits theaters on June 26th. I cannot wait. You guys let me know if Supergirl is on your list as well.
Number 4.
All right, guys, we got 4 films left. Number 4 is Spider-Man Brand New Day. I mean, come on now. Spider-Man is one of my most favorite characters of all time, at least with Marvel. You know, you got to throw Batman and Black Panther in there. And right now, you got to throw Sam Wilson in there, the Black Captain America. He's rising in the ranks as well. But I love Spider-Man. Everybody loves Spider-Man. And I really did enjoy the first 3 Spider-Man films as well. But this one here is going to be directed by Destin Daniel Cretton, who was over Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, and also Short Term 12, Just Mercy. I've seen all of those. Now, I really did enjoy Shang-Chi, but I thought it was a CGI bomb fest, and I just would have rather have had some nice, grounded, hand-to-hand martial arts, a little bit of CGI in there, but you know, him fighting dragons at the end, that was just too much. Okay, give me some nice Shaw Brothers action, some Gordon Liu, some Yu Wo Ping, okay, some Philip Cole, 8-pole diagram fighter. I kind of messed up the title there, but that's what I want, you know. And yeah, hey, if they're gonna be bringing that to Spider-Man, you know, that's what's up right there. But I'm really looking forward to this right here. A lot of stuff has leaked online, which I did not pay attention to, but this one hits theaters July the 31st of 2026. And yeah, I'm into this right here. I am to this Spider-Man Brand New Day. Number 4 for my most anticipated films of 2026. You guys let me know if this is on your list as well. All right, guys. Now we have the top 3 most anticipated films of 2026.
Number 3.
Coming in at number 3 It's Dune Part 3. Yes, yes, yes. Action epic, adventure epic, all the epics. Directed by and written by Mr. Denis Villeneuve. And I don't even know if I pronounced his name correctly, but he did the first 2 Dune films. He also did Arrival, which was great, and Blade Runner 2049. I've seen all of those. I've seen Sicario. I've seen Prisoners. I did not see Indecencies. Now, when it comes to the Dune franchise, I did not read the books or the original films, if any at all, that came out a long time ago. And I liked the first Dune. It was good. You know, I was like, okay, I enjoyed myself. This is kind of overhyped. I don't love it as much as the diehards, but I thought it was a good to great film. Dune Part 2 blew my ass away. It was that amazing. I was like, damn, this movie is cold as hell. I saw it in theaters twice. I came out of the theater raving. Shout out to LA with Movie Files, but I know he a big fan. I remember I went to him like, hey, yo, bro, this was off the chain. So Dune 2, if you ain't seen it, you're missing out. So Part 1 was cool. Part 2 was just the best ever. And hopefully Part 3 has the same energy. And yeah, I can't wait. This one is going to be hitting theaters on December the 18th. Uh-oh. That's the same day as another movie that we're going to be talking about. But Timothée Chalamet, if y'all don't know, this guy right here is doing some crazy things. And Marty Supreme, which I did see, and I do need to give you guys a review for that. I think I might. But great cast, Zendaya. I mean, come on now. Like, this is probably going to be one of the better films of 2026, and I can't wait. But y'all let me know if that is on your top 10, top most anticipated of 2026 as well.
Number 2.
All right, guys, can y'all guess what the last 2 films are? It's probably obvious, but coming in at number 2 is The Odyssey, directed by the legendary director, writer Christopher Nolan. Oh my God! The Dark Knight trilogy. Tenet was a great film, but I'm still confused as hell. Inception, The Prestige, Interstellar. One of my favorite films of all time, but I gotta be honest with y'all. The Prestige is my favorite Christopher Nolan film. I mean, if you ain't seen The Prestige, but that movie is cold. I mean, I love Interstellar. I love Inception. Those are great, but Prestige, that ending was just like mind-blowing, you know? I love all of his films, man. Oppenheimer, again, Tenet is the most confusing movie in the planet. Yeah, but I mean, what am I doing? I was prepared and almost messed it up. I would have been pissed if I would have got through this video, yeah, and didn't show y'all my collection. I got The Dark Knight Rises on 4K right there. I got Interstellar on Blu-ray. I know it's blasphemous. Don't unsubscribe. I need to get it on 4K. I got The Prestige on DVD. Yeah, I need to get that on 4K as well. I'm up here dropping stuff. I got Tenet on 4K, you know what I'm saying? I got Oppenheimer on 4K, you know what I'm saying? I got The Batman Begins on 4K. Dunkirk on 4K. What else we got? We got Inception on Blu-ray, you know what I'm saying? I gotta get that a 4K version. Hold on, did you direct this movie before I look silly? I think you did. Yes! Memento on Blu-ray, and then last but not least, The Dark Knight on 4K as well. But yeah, man, come on now. And this is the first movie in cinematic history where the whole thing from beginning to end is going to be filmed with 70mm IMAX cameras. So I will be seeing this at the Cinemark, Dallas, Texas. Yes, they got a 70mm screen, and I'm gonna have fun with all the popcorn and all that stuff right there. But if y'all did not know, the movie by Wolfgang Peterson, 2004, Troy, those events of that movie takes place before this right here. And yeah, a lot of people are tripping about the helmet, and yeah, that does look over exaggerated, but I don't care. I mean, I did not read the book, but the cast is fire, and I can't wait. The Odyssey is going down. The theater is going to explode, and so am I. You guys let me know if the Odyssey is on your list as well. And this is coming in, this is gonna hit theaters July the 17th, 2 days before my birthday. Y'all give me all the presents and all the super chat. We have come to the end.
Number 1.
This is my most anticipated film of 2026, and it's possibly obvious, but yes, it is Avengers Doomsday. Oh my God! Yes, yes, yes. Avengers, Doomsday, action epic, adventure epic, sci-fi epic, superhero epic, action adventure, science fiction. This is being directed by Anthony and Joe Russo, who did Captain America, Winter Soldier, Civil War, Infinity War, and Endgame. Those films are easily top 10 best in the MCU. Now, Endgame is my least favorite out of the four. Not saying that it's a bad movie. It was great. I can't do it myself. You know, I wouldn't even know where to start. You know what I'm saying? I'd be fired before I was hired. But the reason why Endgame is my least favorite is because there was not a full representation of all the powers and abilities of all the characters that was included in the movie. What do I mean by that? If you look, now the setup was great. When they had the portal set up and Thor and Captain America got the hammers, and then the 3-on-1 Captain America, Iron Man, and Thor versus Thanos, that was great. Captain America getting more near, all that was great. The snap was great when Tony Stark sacked her. All that was great, but the execution could have been better because what do I mean? There was not a full representation. Okay, let's look at the character of War Machine, played by Don Cheadle. In the last battle, he did not attack one person. Not one person. He didn't punch one person. He did not defend one person. Hawkeye got a couple of arrows off. Black Panther ran with the Infinity Gauntlet, and he punched the ground, but then he got taken out by the Maul guy. Hulk, I think, threw 2 punches. Ant-Man threw 1 punch. No, he threw 1 punch with the giant Leviathan at the beginning, and then he stomped on that person that was attacking Spider-Man and Iron Man, and they came and helped. Thor got whooped. Doctor Strange didn't do anything. All he did was hold up a waterfall. Now, at one point, he did go up in the air and make some people go up and come back down, but that's what I mean. I can go down a list with each character. Still a great film. Russo brothers, you should be proud of yourself. But in Winter Soldier, Civil War, and Infinity War, there was much more action and abilities from each character that represented what they can do given where they were in the story of this whole cinematic universe. Now, initially with Doomsday, I was not the biggest fan because I'm like, wait a minute, why the hell is Robert Downey Jr. back as Doom? I don't like that at all. You have all these other great A-list, B-list characters that can come through as Doom, and then what happened to Kang? Y'all just threw him away. I understand Jonathan Majors was arrested, but at the same time, he was acquitted for all of the major charges and was only charged with accidentally hurting his girlfriend's hand at the time because he was trying to get his phone back. Okay, so is he, okay, and we all saw the video of him running from her, so I wish that they would rehire him because they did rehire James Gunn's back. But they threw Kang away, Doom comes out of nowhere and he Robert Downey Jr. I'm like, there's no build-up. So I wasn't too thrilled, but with all the marketing that has been coming out lately, at the time of this recording, we got the Thor trailer and we got the Captain America trailer, and it looks like they're gonna be releasing these 1 per week. I think that's just genius, especially the Thor one because you're creating the tone, okay? We know that all the original Avengers are coming back, which is 6. We saw the Captain America trailer. Okay, I think that they're taking up where we left off in Endgame because he went back and gave put the stones back. He was smashing Peggy. They had a baby, so we're gonna pick up where we left off there. Nobody, or a lot of people didn't really care for Thor Love and Thunder. And he was all goofy doing the splits and, you know, all this crap and just acting crazy. And now we're reintroducing Thor as more serious. So that's great too. And because it was disappointing in Endgame because Thor Ragnarok was the best Thor, arguably. And then, so that was great. And then he powered up with Stormbreaker in Infinity War and he lost at the end. So we like, oh yeah, he gonna come back and whoop everybody's ass. He finna give it to Thanos. But then we get Fat Thor being goofy. Now his interaction with Frigga was fantastic because I mean, I'm still blessed that I have my mother. I can still call and hug her. Thank goodness. But I've heard from so many people that lost their mother how that scene with Thor and Frigga touched them in Endgame, and it touched me, and I was crying. So I can only imagine how it affected. That was great as far as the drunken Thor, but everything else it was ridiculous. So now we get a serious Thor. Iron Man and Black Widow are dead. The only other Avengers that they have, shown yet is a Hulk and Hawkeye. Please fix the Hulk. I mean, can we please get a Hulk to get stronger the angrier he gets? And, we know Hawkeye's most likely coming back too. So they reintroducing all the original Avengers, and we're going to get a Wakanda trailer, a X-Men trailer, probably a Fantastic Four trailer, probably a Thunderbolts trailer. And there should be no marketing of Spider-Man in the Avengers Doomsday trailers until Brand New Day comes out. Because, I mean, we know Spider-Man not going to die on Doomsday, but if you're showing a Spider-Man in the Avengers trailers before that comes out, we know that he's not going to die in Brand New Day. But anyway, I'm talking my ass off because it's my most anticipated of 2026. I want to go to the red carpet too. It is less than a 1% chance that I go. But just like Jim Carrey said in Dumb and Dumber.
So you're telling me there's a chance? Yeah!
There is a chance, and I have a plan of action that I'm gonna try to implement from now until December. I got 12 months to build up all this momentum. Again, it's less than 1%. Everybody wanna go. Everybody in the multiverse wanna go. And I know who to email, but they're gonna be like, B, come on now. You only got 55,000 subscribers. Come on, we need you to have 500K plus. What your TikTok look like? You know, yeah, it's okay. It's okay, but I'm not gonna try. I don't care if you laughing at me. Laugh all you want to. Okay, I'm gonna be laughing at you if I make it. No, but man, I want to see this movie, and so I wasn't thrilled at first. But with all the marketing coming out, and shout out to Warren with the Cosmic Wonder. He be dropping Marvel videos every day. His channel is one of the main channels that's getting me more excited about this movie. But yeah, man, it's going down. It is going down like Charlie Brown, and I can't wait. I can't wait, I can't wait, I cannot wait. Scary Movie 6, Disclosure Day, Star Wars, The Mandalorian and Grogu, Mortal Kombat 2, Michael, Supergirl, The Odyssey, Superman Brand New Day, and Spiderman Brand New Day, Avengers Doomsday, and Dune Part 3. Guys, I wanna know your top 10 most anticipated movies of 2026. Let me know down below in the comment section. Please subscribe. Please thumbs up, please leave a comment and share this video. If you do all of that, that's like 4 or 5 pieces of engagement that lets the algorithm know like, oh damn, people like this video. Let me promote it more for more people to see it, and that helps me grow. I have so many goals in 2026. I'm gonna do my best to try to accomplish them all, but if I don't, at least, hey, whatever. We going for it. So thank y'all for tuning in. I'm B. Avery. That's just my opinion. Peace, and I'll see you next time.